Welcome back to Creasonomics with your host, Mr. Gray. I'm just glad to have you back. Once again, always glad to come back for you guys to give you as much information as I can about the sneaker world. First of all, excuse me for my voice. It's been a little hoarse as of today. I don't know why. I have not been shouting at anybody, but for some reason, my voice isn't trying to work like it normally does. Just kind of bear with me, guys. So we have a very, hence the cue cards. Yes, it's sad, but it is what it is. I'm getting old. We have a lot of drops coming up between now and next weekend, and I'm having a difficult time keeping up. Today we are here really to talk about the Jordan 3 Red Cements. The two versions, but really quickly before we get into that, I just want to just go and give a little listing of what's coming out between now and next weekend. First, we got the Dunk Plums coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Do not call them the SB Dunk Plums. I see skateboarders and skate shops getting upset. People are calling them saying, hey, are you going to get the SB Dunk Plums? They're not SB Dunk Plums. They're actually Dunk Plums. They're not skateboarding Dunk Plums. That's what SB stands for, skateboard. They just are Dunk Plums, which means skateboard shops don't have them. I'm not upset by it, but from what I'm reading online, they don't like that. Skateboarders don't like that. They're upset with people who don't know enough about SBs. And hey, we're not all pros. We don't all know a lot about everything. I know a lot more about Jordan 1s because that's my favorite shoe, but I like a lot of other shoes also. I just don't have as much knowledge in them. But this one, I realize, guys, just don't do it. Saturday, we got two more great shoes coming out. The SB Dunk Strangelove. Oh my God, I can't wait. I love the colorway of it. I mean, it's just fire all the way around, man. All the different hints of pink in it, that crushed red velvet, it's just beautiful. And then that Strangelove logo on the side. I mean, it's a beautiful shoe. I really wanted to get that with the special edition box, but you know, like I said in my previous video, the special edition drop was canceled because of issues that couldn't be helped. But either way, at least we get the regular drop, which is going to be on Saturday through Sneakers. I'm ready, and if you've entered raffles at your skate shops, you should probably either be hearing something, I don't know, between today and tomorrow if you've won your raffle. I walked around to every skate shop I could and entered raffles. Next, also Saturday, the Jordan 1 High 85. I'd like to get that, but with only 23,000 pairs being made, I have a strong feeling that I'm not going to get one, and I'm not paying aftermarket because aftermarket is ridiculous. In my size, I've seen aftermarket ranging anywhere from like $900 to $1,200. The kid ain't paying it. Moving along. So then we got like going into next weekend, the All-Star weekend, which is a very important weekend every year as far as sneakers are concerned. So we got the Off-White Jordan 5, which is gonna always be big, and it's gonna always be limited. Go hard if you want it. It's not gonna be a shoe I'm lucky enough to get, but you know, I'm gonna try anyway. If I am lucky, I'll definitely let you guys know. Also a big one that also has a very, very high, not a high retail, I wouldn't say high retail, for two shoes. You have the Nike Airship Jordan 1 New Beginnings Pack, which of course is two shoes in one, which retails at $350. But right now I haven't seen a price in my size, once again, that goes below $1,000 to get it. So aftermarket is ridiculous. I just won't have it, and that's perfectly fine with me. And lastly, before we jump into the Red Cements, we got the Jordan 1 UNC to Chicago, which comes in women's sizes. I don't care that it comes in come in women's sizes. I'm getting it anyway. The leather on it looks like it's what I would consider my tier 3. It's butter, wavy, rippled leather sent from the gods of Olympus. It's the most, it appears to be the most beautiful leather that Nike can deliver, or Jordan can deliver. We'll see when we get it or get an opportunity to get our hands on it. I'm positive I'll get my hands on it, and you guys should as well. I don't see it as, even though I haven't gotten any numbers of how many are out there, I don't believe it's supremely limited. I'd be surprised. I'm not going to give any numbers because I don't know the exact numbers. I just don't feel it's super limited. But if you want it, you better go for it because it will sell out. So let's get into what we are here today for. We are here today to talk about the Jordan 3 Red Cements. And there's two versions. If you haven't already heard, I'm sure you have. There is the one that says Nike Air on the back and the one that says Nike Shy on the back. And so that's what we're going to refer to them today. The Nike Air version versus the Nike Shy version. So just before we get into them, they come out on February 15th, both of them with a retail of $200. The Nike Air version will be available on sneakers and possibly some foot sites. The Nike Shy version is exclusively only going to where the NBA All-Star Weekend will be at, and that is exclusive to Chicago store retailers. And I mean, you would expect that. It says Shy on the back. So before we jump into the shoe, let's jump into the box that the shoes came in. The boxes are exactly the same. Yes, one's smaller. My friend hooked me up with his so I could compare his Nike Air pair to my Nike Shy pair. But regardless of the size of these boxes, they are exactly the same. There is no style or anything on it. No graphic that's different. Exactly the same. But I almost had something happen there. Anyway, moving on. So there's a small difference, and hopefully you guys can see what I see here. And I'm gonna put it as close as you can see here. The Nike Air version, you know, just the name is Air Jordan 3 Retro SE, but the Nike, there we go. But the Nike Shy version just says Air Jordan 3 Retro U, which the U stands for Unite. One other small difference on the box. Once again, like I said, they're pretty much exactly the same. The coloring definition on the Nike Air says fire red, cement gray. But on the Nike Shy, it says varsity red. Not sure why the colorway says something different, but they do. Also, on the inside, both of them have the same exact wax paper that says Unite. I don't know if you can see that. It says Unite on the paper. It's the same in both boxes, nothing different. So without further ado, let's jump into the shoe. That was tight how that rhymed. Anyway, boom. So I've carefully canvassed both of these shoes as best as I could, you guys. I did it for you because I love you guys. And I just want you guys to know, if you're going to be purchasing these, what you paying for. So I've looked at every inch of both of these shoes as best as I could. And just to be completely honest, this is Nike Air. See if you can see the quality. Nike Shy. See if you can see the quality. And despite what you may see, if you feel you see a difference, you're not. They look exactly the same. They are exactly the same. Save two things. Now, first of all, I touched on both of them. I rubbed the leather. I smelled it because that's what I do. Call it weird. I don't care. I listened to them because sometimes I can be the sneaker whisperer. And they said the same thing. They said, we ain't that much different, Mr. Gray. And they're not, really. They are absolutely the same. The leather feels exactly the same. The coloring, despite what the description on the box says, is exactly the same. I cannot see a difference in these shoes. Once again, save two things. One of those two things would be, like I said on the back. One says Nike Shy, one says Nike Air. Small difference. Now, the other small difference. I don't know if I'm going to pull that out. You guys know I hate pulling out my insoles. We've talked about this. Stop asking. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, I really hate doing it. But this one isn't attached. Now, I'm not going to pull the insole out of my boy's shoe because it's 30 insole. There's a little stuff on that. I'm not going to pull the insole out of my boy's shoe because it's not my shoe. It's his. So, the insole for the Nike Shy, insole for the Nike Air. As you can see, the Nike Air is an all red insole with white lettering, and the Nike Shy is an all white one with multicolor lettering with the Nike. There's also different colors on the other, and I'm not pulling that one. There's different colors on both insoles for the Nike Shy, and from what I was told, those colors represent the Chicago Transit System colors for their transit system. Either way, besides those two things, the back of the shoe and the insole, Those are the only thing different. So what is my conclusion today for you guys? If you are from Chicago, or live in Chicago, or a Chicago Bulls fan, or love Chicago, then you probably need this pair. But if none of that matters to you, getting this pair is just pretty much getting this pair. Now, once again, this is exclusive to Chicago. So, of course, this is going to be harder to get. It's going to be a lot harder to get. And if you get it, it's going to more likely, and you didn't get it from Chicago, from the retailers that will have it, and I'm not sure what those retailers are, unfortunately, then you'll probably be paying aftermarket prices, which ain't that great, but it is what it is. That's the market. The market is what the market is. Either way, for those of you who are just looking to get your hands on it, it's $200 retailer for both of them. You're more likely not to get able to get this for retail unless you're in Chicago and you're really, really lucky. But this one is going to be a lot easier to cop. Once again, same quality. So guys, go out and just get it. If you love Jordan 3s, then this colorway is fire. Fire as cement, like I said. Either way, I think that's all I got to say. February 15th, sneakers. Get your Jordan 3. I just want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. As always, I just beg that you please, I plead with you guys, please subscribe. It helps me, it makes me look awesomer. I know that's not a word, but I'm going to make words. See, because only here can you get made up new words. I'm going to get that entered into the Webster Dictionary. Okay, that was corny. I'm going to stop now. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like this video. If you didn't like this video, feel free not to like it. It won't hurt my feelings. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. And if I don't have the answer, hopefully one of my subscribers can answer for you. Mr. Gray, signing out.